Hi guys, today I'm going to be reviewing Rowney Aquarelle paints. Hi guys, today I am in Stevenage Woods, called Prior's Wood in fact, and I'm going to be experimenting with a particular colour set, a watercolour set, which is the Rowney Aquafine Watercolors. Okay, this set is actually not owned by me. I mean, I don't think it is. I think I accidentally borrowed it from an artist friend of mine called Tsukio, and I for some reason haven't managed to get it back to her. So I'm going to just change the camera angle so you can see this. Right, so what I've got here is in front of me, I don't know, you probably can't see it well on the camera, but basically a whole stack of bluebells. I found this like forest of bluebells, and I'm going to hopefully not get bitten by any mosquitoes or anything, and the plan today is to paint one of these bluebells using the watercolor set only. I'm going to try not to use any graphite unless I have to. Okay, so let me talk through first the water set itself. Inside you get a brush. You can see it's well used. These little tubs which can be used for mixing the paints. Also you can use this to mix the paints. All the different colours, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 colours, and a paintbrush to go with it. Also on the back you've got this handy hold thing which you're supposed to be able to just hold it in your hand like this and then hopefully paint. Well, I'm not left-handed, but yeah. So that's the plan, but I won't be using it that way. I'm just going to be painting straight. The only thing is that it doesn't come with, which is a bit stupid, being it's watercolours, is any way to get water. So the only way to get water is to bring with you water, which it's not it's supposed to be a travel pack so that you can travel around anywhere and paint anything you like. But unfortunately that didn't work out. Also, it's supposed to be designed for painting this kind of stuff. In the woods or like landscapes. This is a landscape set, so that's what I'm expecting to be able to paint. I haven't tried it yet, haven't tried the brush yet. Obviously I've tried it before, but I haven't tried it in the setting of going outside and trying it out. So let's see how it does, how it fares. Now I must say this isn't watercolor paper, so there might be a little bit of damage on the paper, but that won't be necessarily reflected by the paint set. Let's see how it goes. So I'm just going to get my water first. Let's do it a different way. There you go. Right. Right. Okay, and like I said, it's a tiny paintbrush, so it's not going to go very far. So I'll try and just draw something small. So I'm going to go for one of these bluebells. The bluebells have green stalks like this. Let's see this colour. Yes, it's actually quite close to the stalk colour of the leaves itself. So let's start with that. I'm trying not to get attacked by mosquitoes. Come on. Right, anyway. Right, so let's start with the stalk. See, when I was reading up on the Prince of Wales, he doesn't use graphite. He just literally paints straight on the page like this. So I'm following his example and trying to do it in the style of the Prince of Wales in that way. Okay, so the first thing I've noticed is as soon as you add water, it changes the colour of the green, which is most annoying, because of course I started on one colour, so I put back into the green again, and then it changes colour. I suppose in some ways it helps to add a bit of shading. You could then change dark and light depending on how much water you put on. There's a lot of spread, but that could be on the page. Okay, so here we go. So we'll take some of the branches out. Okay. I don't like wasps. That's one thing. Above all, like, there's one thing about this brush is I have a little bit of a shaky hand, which doesn't help when it comes to painting, and even so I can get quite thin stalks out of this, so that's a good sign. And I reckon if someone had a stiller hand, they could probably get very thin stalks out of this. So let's go right to the top. There we go. Okay. Right, now I've got some stalks. I'm going to try and add the bluebells to it on the ends. So just have a look at this blue. The one thing I've noticed it doesn't have here is this blue is too blue. I need to make this more purple. The one thing that it doesn't have here is white. So I can't lighten the colour if I fancy lightening it, which is a bit of a pain. To go with the colours I've got. And this is where the problem comes, because now I've got this colour which is not blue enough and should be lightened, but I can't lighten it because I've got no white in the set. So it's just going to become a darker purple as I go along. And that's not right, so I can't use that colour. So try again. What's this? Oh, it's a much lighter blue. Oh, it could even be a purple. When I had the original set, this had like a plastic covering over it, which told me the colours that were underneath. But now I don't have that. Okay, well, if I add this lighter blue to the red, maybe that'll create the colour I'm looking for. Problem is, it's a very that's funny, because on the look of it, it looks like this blue is actually darker than the other blue, but actually when it comes down to it, it's actually lighter, which would have been good to do a colour chart. Now that problem with this is now it's become like a brown colour, so that's not good either. So and I can't add yellow because that will change the whole consistency. Let's try a bit more blue. No, it's definitely not liking it. Let's add this to this and see if I can brighten this up. What happens if I add lighter blue to this one? Let's try that. This is actually a bit of a nightmare. I might have to just go with the wrong colour blue. Yeah, this is now becoming more of a grey blue and I can't add the other colours, it would just destroy it. Let's try this sandy. No, I can't add yellow. What am I doing? So yeah, that's that. I'm gonna have to go with this blue, which is not actually. I'm gonna go with the lighter blue because I think that will create a closer colour to the actual bluebell. So let's do that. Okay, I've managed to get a colour which works. If I'm mixing the dark blue with the light blue, I can get a familiar colour that's close. So as far as pixels go, don't mean pixels, do I? I mean, I'll come up with a word later. I'm sure I'll put it on the notes. But as far as quality of colour goes, and by the way, people can make notes and go, oh, he used the word pixels. That's because I also do stuff on the computer, so it confuses sometimes. As far as quality colour goes, I think it's really good. It's very deep colours, easy to switch. Just switch to green, back again, and I didn't have any problems there. I think they're good, but I think that the problem we have here is the colours themselves are a vibrancy. I think that's the word I'm looking for. The vibrancy of the colours is extremely good. Okay, so just going to do a quick colour chart on here so you guys can see the colours available. That's a very vibrant red, very, very vibrant red. Wow, didn't see that coming. That was the lightish blue I was referring to. It's more of a violet colour, to be fair. When I mixed it, it looked like it was a light blue, but it was clearly more violet than blue. In fact, now I know that, looking back at it, it looks violet on the mix I did. Don't know why they put the sand yellow right down there and not with the other ones. Unless because it's this next to this brown, I guess. That's not really brown. I would not count that as brown at all. That's like a... it's like a reddish brown, I'd say. Let's see what you think of the colours. There you go. So that's the selection you get to choose from. That one in the middle, which looks a bit whitish, is actually violet, but the pigment is the word I was looking for earlier. The pigment is not as strong as the others. So I hope that's been helpful to you guys. I hope this little experiment has helped. If it has, please leave your comments. I've had comments on previous reviews I've done like this, and they've been most effective. And if you want me to do something else with this, you want me to experiment in another way, then please let me know. I will be doing further videos using these particular paint sets. So yeah, and I shall see you soon. Thank you for joining me today on my channel, and I hope that you enjoyed the video. If you'd like to see more videos as they come up, please click subscribe. And if you'd like to like it and leave a comment on the video, that would be much appreciated. And hope to see you again soon.